Kevin Zelko, a local Seattle realtor, and I am here with Caryn Cook from Lucky Vintage. They are two shops, one in Ballard, one in University District, and also check them out on Instagram. Caryn, how long have you been here in Ballard?
I've been in Ballard since 2012. We opened the first Lucky in 2007 in the district, and so then expanded here, and actually we have 3 now. Not to correct you, but 1 in Fremont.
Awesome. That's my favorite neighborhood in Seattle.
Don't say that when you're in Ballard.
What neighborhood are you in? Or what part of the neighborhood?
In Fremont?
Yeah.
Right in the heart of it, right in the middle.
Oh, great. Well, here in Ballard, you're in Old Ballard. And again, how long have you been here?
Since 2012.
Okay, great. What's one of your favorite things about being in Ballard, and why do you love Ballard so much?
Well, I truly do love the historical look and feel of the neighborhood. It's like all the bricks and, older buildings. They just, as a former East Coaster, make me feel more comfortable. And I think they suit what I'm doing, since I'm selling all, vintage clothing that is over 20 years old, a lot of it from the early part of the century.
So it kind of fits with that Old Ballard history.
Exactly.
Ballard has a wonderful weekend market. And how does your business fit into that? How is it influenced by the market? Is it good or bad?
It's mostly really good. So many people, like tourists and people who don't necessarily live in Ballard, come in for that because it is one of the best farmers markets in the city. And so they're just like walking around, checking out businesses around here. And so we get a lot of people coming in who don't necessarily know what vintage is all about. And so it gives us an opportunity to explain to them kind of like what we're doing, why we're here, the fact that it's like unique quality clothing, way more sustainable than buying it new. And so we get to have those kind of conversations.
Excellent. And being that you've been in business for so long here in Seattle, you obviously made it through the pandemic. What were some ways that you were able to make it through that time, or how did you adjust or pivot?
I had always wanted to do my own standalone website for years, and we were always too busy, running the stores and keeping everything else going. And so that gave us an opportunity to finally turn our pretty popular Instagram into a website, which the best part of that, honestly, was that I was able to keep all of my whole team employed throughout the whole process. And to keep everybody busy and doing stuff and helping us make sure that there was a future. It's really good.
I've noticed your Instagram definitely really made a jump during the pandemic. The content just seemed a lot more catchy and maybe trendy. But it really made a jump. So I really appreciated it and enjoyed going and seeing the style.
Yeah, it was always nice that we got so much great feedback from people, because part of it was that we did do interesting styling. I really don't believe that vintage should necessarily be worn head to toe one era like a costume. We're really kind of anti-costume and way more into how do you incorporate vintage pieces into, a wardrobe that works for you and the life you have now. So we would try to make it fun.
That's great. Are there any other businesses in Ballard that you really love to either partner or where you spend your time when you're not working?
Definitely. Kind of going along with the whole, I love, the old atmosphere of Ballard. I love the smoke shop. Not just because it's across the street from me, but it really is just it's really maintained its character, despite how much the neighborhood has changed and gentrified. It still feels a little gritty and get some cheap beer. I love it.
That's great. And then is there anything you think that Ballard could use to be added to it? If there's one thing you could add to Ballard, what would it be?
Besides parking? I'd love to see more actual retail of, any type coming in. There's so many great restaurants and bars that it's always, I'm always happy when I see some new, actual clothing stores, or maybe some more bookstores or record stores coming in.
Excellent. We are in holiday season right now. Do you have anything fun coming up in the Lucky Vintage world?
Well, right now we're just working on getting all of the like fun like party clothes and you know all the great accessories and kind of gifty things into all the stores. And we're also getting ready for our grand opening party at the Fremont store. So kind of spreading that holiday cheer around to all of the locations.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for having Falafel with me. Cheers. And come on out to Ballard, down in Old Ballard. Check out Lucky Vintage. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.